So you've gone through your spiritual journey and you're doing the healing process, and you start to realize there's someone or something pulling on your energy. Many times when we start to be awakened to our true power, to the true nature of who we really are beyond the physical body, we start to realize certain things about ourselves. We start to realize the people that's been in our lives, the people that's in our circle, the people that we were connected with, either family or friends. You will realize they all have a part to play in your life. And the more you awaken, the more you heal, you eventually will start to remove yourself from these situations, from these people. And sometimes some of the people that you are trying to remove yourself from, and you're trying to call back your energy, call back your power, you'll notice that there's a pull and push going on. And you can feel it energetically, because you feel like you have like a whole bunch of emotions. You don't know where it's coming from. I mean, you can energetically feel there is something or someone that is pulling on your energy. And that's a sign from the universe that it's time for you to cut ties with that energy. Even though we cut people out of our lives physically, but energetically we have to do it. And that's the part that gets it's a little bit difficult when it's time to energetically cut ties with people, because the other person gonna feel that you are really cutting ties with them. And remember, some people feed off your energy. Some people use your energy to manifest things, to do the things in their lives. So once you cut off that energy source, then that's when you start, the chaos start. All of a sudden, when they feel that your energies that you are really calling back your power and you are taking back your energy, sometimes some of them will create this little conflict, or they'll guilt trip you. They'll make it seem like it's your fault, that things are not working out. There's a lot of things that plays when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to cutting ties. So if cutting ties with someone is something that you really, really feel that you need to do, then you should do it. You should do it, because your energy is supposed to be for you and only you. And the more you have people attached to your energy outlet, so look at yourself as an outlet, and you have different people just attached to that energy source. So the more people you have energetically attached to you, the more difficult it is for you to move forward and to step into your purpose. So you got to cleanse all of that out. Be honest with yourself and start looking at people and places and things in your life for what they really are. Some people that's in our lives do not have good intentions. And I know sometimes it's hard to believe, but when you start to heal and you start to wake up, you start to realize that a lot of these people that have these big titles in your life, whether it's a best friend or a lover, a parent or a sister or a brother or uncle or aunt, you start to realize a lot of the times the conflicts that you face in life, the difficulties that you face in life was coming from them. So it is very important, if you feel that you need to cut ties with other people, individuals, you should do it, because as you're healing, you are starting to ascend and you are starting to call your power. It's going to happen regardless. So, there is different levels to spiritual awakening, spiritual healing, and you cannot reach your highest potential unless you start cutting ties with the things that is weighing you down, the things that is anchoring you down. So you have to get rid of all of that, and you don't have to do it in like a bad way. You can simply look at the situation for what it is, both sides, and you do what's best for you. And sometimes when you do what's best for you, it ruffles some feathers. People feel some type of way when you do that. And you have to start doing that, because you have to create some type of boundaries. Boundaries is something that you eventually will have to have when you're going through a spiritual awakening or when you're doing your healing, because you cannot ascend, you cannot move forward unless you remove the dead weight, unless you detach yourself from the things that keep weighing you down. And you just gotta turn your back on certain people. And I know it's hard to do it, because it's very hard for me to do, because these are people that's been part of our lives for many years, and we know so much about them, and we want to keep them, we want to take them with us. But unfortunately, we are on different paths, and they have to finish out whatever karma or teaching or learning what they have to go through. And unfortunately, you just got to keep going. You just got to move forward, because this journey is a lonely journey. And if you want to go on the right path, you want to go in the right way, you just got to go alone. You can't go with other people. You got to go alone. So and sometimes it's really hard to to cut ties with and it's not even people. Sometimes it could be habits, certain habits you have, and your spirit, your soul will nudge at you to let you know, hey, we need to let go of this. That person that keep coming back and forth in your life, the universe is sending that person back for a reason. There's something that you need to look at within you, and you need to cut ties with that individual, because you can't go, like I said, you can't go any further unless you let go of these baggage, you let go of this attachment you have with that person or with that thing. So a soul tie, because we create soul ties within people, lovers. So we create these soul ties, or these karmic ties that we have, and you're gonna know when you fulfill your karma. You're gonna know when there's certain things that you energetically fulfill, because there is nothing that person can teach you anymore. You don't resonate with that person. You don't resonate with anything that they do, or you don't resonate with the things that used to attract you to them. So unfortunately, this is where we have to start cutting ties with these people energetically. I know in a physical, you probably don't talk to the person, you probably block them or whatever, but energetically, you have to do it. You have to do it energetically, because the reason the person keep appearing, and the reason it keeps coming up is because energetically you probably still connected with that, with that individual. So a cord cutting tie is something that you will find yourself doing over and over and over again, because we created a pattern with these people. We created something with these people energetically. So you gotta go and do the work and cut the ties with these people. And the healing journey is something that is forever. We're always healing something, And always remember, don't do this unless you're ready to do it, unless that is something that you really want to do, and you're not gonna go back to that person, or you're not gonna move forward, or you're not gonna reattach yourself to that person. Because sometimes when the person comes back in your life after you did a cord cutting, and they feel that your energy is not with them anymore, of course they're going to try to reach out, they're going to try to come back, because they want to try to energetically connect themselves back to you. So that's why it's very important to have firm boundaries with certain individual, and it's something that we unfortunately we have to learn. Me myself, I know it's been very difficult for me to do it, because when your ancestors and your spirit guides telling you it's time for you to cut this person off, it is the most heartbreaking thing, because that is someone that you really care about, that is someone that you really want to go forward with. But then you will find yourself end up have to make a decision. If you want to keep doing the same thing you're doing, that's, you got free will, you could do it, but you won't move any further. You can't go any further. You can't go with them, but if you want to go further and you want to ascend and stuff, you're going to have to cut ties with them. And this is where you have to make that decision. You got to do what's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you is probably not best for someone else. And, but they will be okay. They will be okay. So anyways, this is the box. This is the box. It's pretty. Now this box, it's very beautiful, and it has everything you need to start the process. And again, I will repeat, you cannot do this unless you are really ready to move forward. And I know this is the end, we're in the last month of the year, and I think instead of having new things about what you want for next year, I think it's time to start cutting ties with energy and habits and people that been weighing us down. Okay, so anyways, first thing first is you get 2 candles. Now this is the Ayizan candle. You get 2 candles. You can get them charged with herbs and oil, or you could do it yourself. So you get 2 candles. The candles, black and white. Of course, when you get your box, you will always use your black candle. You will always use your black candle first, because you wanna start removing things. So you always use your black candle first. And if you get the box that's not charged, there's I leave packets that you can put in your candle to to start the process. Now, once you have your candle, you're gonna cleanse your space. And how you cleanse your space, you can use sage and you can use Palo Santos. I have a mixture of frankincense and myrrh, and you put that, because it comes with, I add a little charcoal, and you could place the charcoal in here, and this is the mix, and you put that in your charcoal, you light it up, and you cleanse your space. This is all the things that comes in the box. You cleanse your space so you don't have to go out and get it and stuff. Then I provide you some sea salt. You could put around your home or around the place that you're lighting the candle, because you want this is a ceremony for yourself. This is something you're doing for yourself, and you want it to be pure and sacred. And of course, you always have to set your intention on why you're doing the ceremony, what you want out of it, and what you want to receive out of it. Because like I always say, yeah, you can go to someone to do this for you, but trust me, it is better if you do it yourself. It is better if you do it yourself, because we live in a crazy world, and you don't really know people's intention, but you know your intention. You know what you want, and the best magic, your magic, the magic within you, and we all have that. We all do. We all have our own magic, and it's time we step into that. Because I feel like you will never know who you are until you start trying to do things on your own, until you start, taking that leap of faith and do things the way you want to do it, So that's why I created these boxes. I believe when you do things by yourself and you do things on your own, it goes further, because you know the intention you want, you know what's attached to you, you know that, you have pure intention, and you know the outcome that you want. So it's always good that you do your own stuff, So anyways, of course I add, you get selenite crystal, you get the Miriam stone, you get the big chunk of clear quartz, amethyst cluster, and tektite, prehnite. There you go. And you have a cage to hold your stone if you're wearing it, out around your neck. So I kind of put everything on this in this box for you, so you don't really need any, so you don't go out and buy anything. And of course, I have a protective stone, it's tiger eyes mixed with obsidian and hematite. So I have that in there. And then I have the card that has all the crystals that's in the box. So anyways, now, so after you do all of that, you cleanse your space and, in your candle, you're gonna get your cord. This is your cord, right? You're gonna get the cord. So now when you get your cord, you set your intention. You're gonna get your cord, because once you get your cord, you put it to the side. Okay, you don't start yet. So before you start, while the room is cleansing and everything, you do a little meditation or a little prayer, a prayer over yourself, and a little meditation, and then you do a lot of some breath work, and then after that you grab your mirror. That comes with the box too. You grab your mirror. So once you grab your mirror, you're going to speak to yourself as if you're sending a message to yourself. So what that does is, when you see your reflection in the mirror, you are speaking to your higher self. So your higher self is going to use that message and, let your system, your organs, your cell, your brain, to get in line, because you're about to cut ties with certain things or certain people or certain habits. So you're getting your mind ready for the things that you're about to do. So anytime you want to detach yourself, or you want to cut ties with certain things, you got to do the work within, because there's a habit that you've created. There's a pattern you've created with that individual or that thing, and your mind was already your mind was already adjusted that way, to think like that or to behave like that with that person, or to allow that person in. So the number one thing you have to do is, send a message to yourself and getting your brain ready that, okay, this is it. We're going to cut ties with this situation or this behavior, this habit, or this person, so we can move forward. So the mirror is very, very important. That's the key to starting, the ceremony is, it's the mirror. So you get the mirror. Once you do all of that, once you imply that and you do that, and again, make sure you do it. So the next thing, you have an envelope, and what comes in that envelope is, and everything I'm saying, I have the instructions right here. So the things that's in the envelope is your soul contract. This is your soul contract, right? I created a contract. So in the contract, there's something you have to say, and then you have to put all the names of the people that you think that they're ciphering your energy, or the things that that's taking away from you, or where your energies, the ties that you've created with these individual or these things. So you put their name here. And now let's say you have an attachment with John Doe. You say the things that you need to say, and then you write John Doe, and then you will hold the cord. You will get your cord. Let's say we are cutting ties with John Doe. So how you cut ties with John Doe is, you close your eyes and you picture yourself with John Doe, and you're telling your higher self to show you where the attachment is. So sometimes someone could be attached in your heart chakra. Sometimes it's your sacral. It depends if the person's a lover. It could be, the attachment could be in your sacral area. It could be in your solar plex area. It could be in your crown area. So you have to energetically see that person, visualize that person in front of you to see where the cord is connecting you. And once you see the cord and you repeat these things in the paper, you tell them, listen, we've tried, thank you, always say thank you for teaching me what I needed, but as of today, we go no further. Then you take a scissors, plop, you cut it. And you're going to keep repeating the same step. And you could use your own word, and you're going to keep repeating the same step. For each person, you got to visualize the person, see where the connection is, get your cord, cut it. That's it. And you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And when you are doing a ceremony like this, invite God in it. Invite the higher power. Invite your ancestor. Invite love and light. Create that space that you're not cutting ties because you're angry and you're upset. Never do any ritual when you are angry or you're upset at someone. Do it when you are calm, when you feel within you that it is time. It is time for me to cut ties. It is time for me to move forward. It is time for me to experience new things with new people. So that's why this ceremony is. After that, once you repeat all those, you repeat all these things, you repeat everything, and you take the piece of the cord that you tied with everyone that's on your list, you put them in here. You put them in your envelope that I also provide. And again, once you're done with everyone, you let your candle light until the whole 7 days. You don't turn it off. You just put it in a safe place, and so no one touch it or anything like that. Then you take your contract. Once you're done with all of that, you take your contract, you put your contract back in the envelope. You put your contract back in the envelope. And then after that, once the 7 days is over, the black candle is done, everything is done. And then you're gonna get the white candle, Okay, you're gonna get the white candle. Now the white candle, you're gonna do similar steps: cleanse your area, cleanse your aura. You cleanse your aura, you create another, safe place, to you set your intentions and like focus on love and light and everything. Then when you get your white candle, you light your white candle, you put it in a safe area so no one will touch it or go near it. Then you grab the gratitude paper, which also comes in the box. You grab the gratitude paper and then you write everything that you're grateful for. You're grateful that you went through this process with them. You're grateful for the things that they contribute into your life. You're grateful for letting go. You're grateful for all the ending. You are grateful for all the lessons that, that this situation, this thing has taught you. And you are ready to, cut ties and let go and move forward in your life. So this is the gratitude paper. And after you've done that, you fold it, you do the same thing, and you put that back and also in the envelope. Now you wait until the white candle is done burning, the black candle is done burning, everything is done. You're gonna take some of the herbs that you put in your candle, in the candle, and some of the salt. You put that inside the envelope. You put that inside the envelope with the cords and your contract and your gratitude paper, and you go outside somewhere that is safe, outside. And because you don't want to, do this inside. So you go outside and you will burn everything that's in this. Your contract, the cord, everything. You're going to burn that. And then the mirror is something that you can you could keep if you want. You could put it somewhere else. But also too, sometimes so what I usually do with my mirror, I write down everything in a little, in the mirror. I write down everything, I'm grateful for this, or thank you for this situation. Thank you because of this situation. I'm this now. I'm better now. I'm a better person. I'm a better human being. I embrace who I am, blah, 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 blah. You start saying that. And then after that, you just put this in a bag or something, or a Ziploc bag or a bag. And then I'll go outside and I'll, break it and I'll let it go. I'll let go of everything. I let go of every single thing. I don't want any attachment to anything else. I'm done. So you discard everything. You do it outside in a safe space where no one is going to get hurt. No one is going to get, you're not going to set no fire or anything like that. You break everything. You just throw everything away, and that's it. Again, after you dispose of everything, you don't look back. You just walk straight and don't look back. Don't look back on anything, and just keep going, going, and then get yourself ready for a spiritual bath, Start doing spiritual baths. Sometimes you could go to the beach and set your intention, and the reason you're going to the beach is to remove anything that was attached to you. Or you could buy like some herbs and create a nice little spiritual bath for you and hype up your spiritual hygiene. So that's my process of of doing cord cutting. I'm pretty sure there's other things out there that's probably more simple, but I feel like when it comes to something like that, something as sacred as that's not something that you do 1, 2, 3. It's something that you gotta sit with yourself, and you gotta be honest with yourself and say, yeah, this person brought life, but in the process of them coming in and bringing these chaos or these experience in my life, I also gained this, I also gained wisdom. I also gained some type of knowledge. So I am ready to let go of this. I am ready to move forward. You got to create that space, because you're the magician. So you got to, number one, set your own intention when you're the magician, So the link to my box, if you're interested in getting my box, and also you could do it yourself. If you're really interested in getting my box, you can get it on Etsy at Houseofayizan, and I'll put the link somewhere in this video, and you could get my box. So I hope this was very helpful to you guys. And if you do try it, please let me know how it go. And I am going to upload this box on my Etsy shop. I don't think I've done it yet, but I'm gonna do it this week or tonight. I have to create time to upload them into my Etsy shop. So it will be available this week. And I think this method is a very powerful method. It's genuine, you know, that's you doing everything, you know. You know what you want, and you know the outcome that you want out of this. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time.